Hi guys, we are back with another edition of talking about nonsense and some football. And we've been missing doing this for like last 2 3 weeks, and we were like trying to get our schedules together and everything. Not so, and finally it has happened. Missed doing this a lot, and let's get it started with Rishikesh and Sarvesh as usual. So, boys, how are we doing this week? You can
Actually,
start.
yeah, I
Anyone
mean,
can start.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
an open-ended question.
yes. So we are finally back after a very long, extended international break that we took it upon ourselves, and much relieved since United have been doing really great, if you know, for the past 2 weeks. So it was a good break from football. So yeah, good to be back now after my
Yeah, I mean, like ignorance is bliss. If you don't say it happening,
absolutely,
it didn't happen anyway.
absolutely,
Yeah,
yes. I just
saved us
skipped
the
it.
misery. Well, how about you, Sarvesh? Anything you would like to say?
Uh, no, nothing much. I think I'm just hoping to see Premier League in action back again. So it's like the international break is going on. So it's kind of like the boring football is going on. So I'm just hoping that next weekend we'll be back in Premier League and hope to see some action. Yeah, that's all. But because Chelsea are like we are on the top of the league, so I'm kind of chill. So yeah, let's move this conversation further.
Okay. Uh, so about United, you want to talk some more about United's performance,
Let's just
Rishikesh?
actually yeah let's just actually go back to the previous weekend, so we can start from there, and maybe I'll chip in with what United, where does it stand right now, and what should we expect in the near
Yes,
future. Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So
I'm loving it. Like I think
Oh
next
my.
15 minutes we would dedicate to Rishi and Saurabh, just that
I don't think we
they
need
can.
that sort of time. It was shit. Let's move on. Next, please.
So
Actually,
you need
no, but
I,
actually Ole and United deserve it. They deserve our
okay,
rant. So so
yeah,
yes.
rant and roll.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
oh,
uh, uh, spare me,
But
but
actually we can
we
start
haven't
with
talked about
the
the United Aston Villa game, have we?
no, we haven't.
absolutely not, and I'm not in the mood to discuss. But yeah, we need to address the kind of performances we have been having for the past. I mean, barring that Leeds game and Newcastle United game, our performances have absolutely been rubbish. I mean, look at our starting 11. You you're expected to beat teams like Wolves, West Ham United, Aston Villa, very much easily, but we have been just rescued by individual performances in all those games, be it Cristiano or Bruno or even Mason Greenwood. So I I am not very much
Uh,
hopeful from United this season. I mean, even though we have such a great team and such individually brilliant players, but if you look at the team overall, we don't really gel well together to get performances out of them as a team. And the tactics, I am not sure. I mean, what is
and
our playing style, and what do we even think about the opposition, or do we have our own style itself? Or I mean, it is absolutely clueless from Ole and his team as such. So yeah,
Oh,
that's from me.
so, what I would like to add to that is like the the over reliance on Fergie time is something that is a ISO for me, because every time we maybe we even take a lead, then we somehow squander it, and then we
Absolutely,
hope for a Fergie time miracle. And
exactly,
it did happen a couple of times, to be fair. But you can't rely on those last minute, you know,
absolutely.
barely
We are
escape the
actually we are
situation thing.
actually we are actually relying on some moments to win us games rather than having I mean
A solid strategy,
packed,
or
yeah,
like
a strategy, or
structure.
I mean 30-40 minutes of a good play throughout the match. So that we absolutely like. We depend on one moment where we might just have some individual brilliance, and that might win us the game. So, and also adding to it the tactics. I mean, if you go look at the substitutions, or you look at the team itself, I mean, in the double pivot that we play with McTominay and Fred, they have not been good at all in any of the games. And McTominay has had a surgery and he instantly came back into the team. When we have players like Matic or even Donny van de Beek who can start, and they whenever they have got a start, they have played really good. But I don't know what this favoritism is from Ole, that he just sticks to McTominay and Fred. So
Yeah,
I am
I
very much
don't know if he is
pissed
in
about
love
it.
with Fred or something, like
Absolutely.
there's a
And
romance, romance.
right,
I
and
don't
if
know
you
what it is.
you understand that if they are playing really good, you stick by them. But if
Yeah,
everyone can see it, be the pundits or the United fans or everyone in general can see that they are not playing good at all, and still you stick by them, then there is really some issue, right? Like you don't trust the other players, or you are too much putting too much reliance on them. I mean, only this passion and hard work cannot get you through games. So that is what I feel.
hey, so just to change the topic completely, did we
Why?
talk about
Why?
Ramesh
the
is enjoying a
Chelsea
lot.
Hotspurs thing?
No, but I have some
I
opinions
know
about
you
that.
wouldn't want to
Sure,
change
sure.
the subject, but
I
even
don't
this will
allow.
make you happy. Did we talk
No,
about
but
the
no.
Chelsea
We
Hotspurs
need to
game?
hear his point of view as well. We need to hear his point of view as well, of course.
So I think like I wouldn't mind if like you guys go on for next 20 minutes and we will have one video just to rant about United, because it gives me
Immense pleasure.
immense pleasure, joy, satisfaction to see that Tasha in United
Very short and
fans.
proud of you.
Yes, absolutely. So one thing what I observed, because I don't see all 90 minutes of United, like each and every minute of every
It was a
match
pain.
United. Yeah, I don't know, but what I can observe is that there's certainly not a pattern, or there's what Ole does is or his players, we can say that they take a lead, and if other team scores after they take a lead, then they crumble like anything. They have no spine, nothing to hold on to,
Absolutely.
which again is, I think, majorly dependent upon the midfield. And
Absolutely.
like Rishi mentioned, like the midfield is like it's proper hollow midfield. Like there's no substance in it for me. Uh, I think like
I mean,
if
if you see midfielders like Etienne Kapu and Ducore are running the
yeah,
games. I mean, playing for
absolutely,
Villarreal or these kind of teams when they can play so good. So there is absolutely some issue right in the midfield. If you got players
absolutely.
like Pogba who cannot start, or Matic who cannot get a start, so there is some issue in the midfield.
Another point which I would like to make is it's not about substitution, but just about the changes Ole he makes in his starting 11. So there, I think in the last match against Everton there were 5 changes or 6 changes. Previous to that there were 3-4 changes. So if you are playing in a league, you really need like just 1 or 2 changes in which, even if that is necessary, you can make changes in Champions League, because the teams which you play comes from different competition, like different countries, so they you need to adapt to their playing style. So just to give you example, like we lost against Juventus because we didn't capitalize on the moments which we had and start which we had. They just dig deep, and they just had 10 men behind the ball, but just one counter attack and one uh, what we can say is just a lack of concentration, and we conceded the goal. So what happens in United, from my perspective, is like they just don't have any second like plan B. They just play and rely on the individual brilliance. They just want Bruno to create for Cristiano or some other person who can score. So midfield has no plan at all. Like when you have a lead, how to protect it, or what structure he can play. When you have, I don't know, like people are like the senior members of United, like the Varans, or even maybe Matic, because Matic has played. Like we all know, he has lost his speed, but he has played with Jose in Chelsea. So like uh, in 2014 when we won the league, the second half of the season from Jan, we were just drawing 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, or 0-0, 1-0, 2-0. So we were keeping clean sheets like anything without Kante. It was just Matic and Fabregas. So he knows how he can basically he has all the experience to like just shut the
Park the
door,
bus.
if yeah, not parking the bus, just to manage the game, more than parking the bus, just to manage the game. but Fred recklessly gives ball away, and it puts so much pressures on the real defenders like Shaws or Varans or Maguires, and it just happens that there's no cohesion at all between midfield, and there's just no link at all. Someone just passes the ball forward to Bruno or Sancho. Like I think Sancho had good game like against Everton, but
Yes.
he needs time. Okay, he needs time. New players need time. Ronaldo has like he's just running with all those goals and accolades, but there's no real support system, and Ole is not helping himself by putting those two players again and again. He's like they are going to be the reason he might get sacked. I don't know. Probably not this year. Maybe like the United board may give him all like till end of the season. But even if I think even if they don't have a proper midfield, but I think it can be managed. But like just shamelessly, they just concede goal. They just concede goals, and I just hope that Ole gets a new
I
contract.
actually expect more if you have the I mean players like Michael Carrick and Darren Fletcher in your coaching staff and
Yeah,
management to gain experience from them. I mean, what do they see in these players
yeah.
continuously starting in the games? I don't understand. So there is some real issue there.
So
I
do you
think like
think there is
Ole.
something we as
Yeah.
casual football observers are missing? That I mean, these are people who have probably played like as long
What
as
I think.
we have, uh, as much as our age, probably they have that much experience in that field. So do you think
The
there is
only
something else
reason,
we are
yeah,
missing?
though I think only reason what Ole he is persistent on Fred might be like Fred can carry ball at times because you like he is a Brazilian, so at times he might carry, but he's out of position so many times that he's not available for the like for the other players to pass or just to have those passing lines or passing options to the other players. At times he hides like anything. So it's not about just playing him again and again. It's about probably telling him or just having that structure where he needs to position himself at different phases of time. That is, I think Ole is missing that, but I don't think he's like probably the uh, five top five worst players of the league, but he's not helping himself, and Ole is not helping himself with his positional play. That's what I
Exactly.
feel.
Same here. Same.
And like just for our audience, like there are good videos if you have like 5-10 minutes, so if you want to laugh and you are having a low day, then you can just search on YouTube like Fred flops or something like that, so you will get good entertainment from that. So yeah, that was a plug
We
from
go
me.
through it as well. We go through it
you
as
you
well.
Yeah,
watch it live, so what we have is like
Yeah.
we have the
Oh yes.
completion, you watch it live.
you would have
Okay,
a
that's the
very
difference.
Right.
good time watching them as long as you are not a United fan.
United.
I
Exactly.
think we should do
Do
one video.
reaction videos?
Just
Yes.
the
Yes.
full series.
Reaction video. Obviously. That
Yeah,
would be
That would be
great.
fun.
That would be great.
Yeah.
that would be great fun, but there will be some intricacies to be looked into. Like,
So what about the last game? Which like even in the last game, it was 1-1, right? I think you were pretty lucky not
With
to
Everton, right?
lose.
With
Yes,
Everton.
absolutely. Yes,
yeah,
you
Everton.
were you were very lucky not to concede the second goal.
Exactly.
They
I
were
mean,
having so
in
many
that
chances.
game as well, it was a mistake from Fred only, I guess. He should have used his strength better and he should have just
Yes.
made a
He was just
tactical
struck
foul.
off. Yes, he was just
Exactly.
struck off. And like
Exactly.
like I don't know if these players watch another team, or I don't know. Like you can see like
Exactly.
Fred plays in Brazilian national team. So what his teammate Casemiro does is exactly he needs to do in United.
Exactly. I mean,
Those
yeah. So
tactical
there
fouls.
is the difference between managers, right? I feel there is a difference between
Yes,
managers.
absolutely, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So, uh, I mean, about that game, the Everton one, Bruno ass- gave the assist to, of all people, Martial, and he actually converted. And
Yes,
I
Yeah,
mean,
very much
I don't
happy
like
that he
Martial
got a
at all.
start.
I'm very
Yeah.
anti Martial thing person. But the
yes,
guy,
But he
of
deserved
all
that
days,
goal.
he did deliver. And that
Exactly.
one
Yeah,
day,
he got the
everyone,
start and he deserved that goal.
and
yeah.
like
And
you
the
need
other
him to
thing,
come in form. Absolutely. Yeah,
Cavani
exactly.
started, and I was happy that he started, because I don't think we should be all gung ho on Cristiano all the time. I Cavani had a great season, as I keep saying. He had a great previous season. You need to keep that machine in. It's like a machine. If you keep him on the side as a just a backup,
what I did
it's
not
not going to work.
understand.
You need to give
What
him
I did
time
not
to play as
understand
well.
is that after this Everton game, there was international break, so there was no point resting your best player, Ronaldo or Pogba. I mean, why are you resting them? They have played a Champions League game, I know, but after that there will be a break as such. So if you these points are very crucial. So I don't understand rotating such big players. You can bring in or get him at 60-65 minutes after getting the game in your hand, right? So this game management is absolutely clueless
That's
from
what he
me.
did, right? But he got Ronaldo at, I think, the
No, he
55.
actually he should have started him and then got him off after 60-65 minutes. After you
57th
get the
minute,
game in
the
your hand.
substitution was made for Edison out,
Exactly.
Cavani in. Edison out, Ronaldo in.
Right.
Yeah.
So you wanted
But
it to
like,
be the other way, like you wanted Ronaldo to
Yeah,
start.
exactly.
Yeah.
I have bit different view. I think Marshall probably either of the two should have stayed on. That's what I feel, because if Marshall has scored,
Yeah. I actually
I
felt
think
Ronaldo
Cavani,
and Marshall could have stayed.
yes, absolutely, because
Hmm.
Sancho has, I think he has started well, like decent to his Premier League career. But if Marshall was on, like he stayed on the pitch, probably he could have added or assisted Cristiano. Like, see, we don't know
Right.
actually what could have
Exactly.
happened. But it's like if
And
Marshall
they
has scored,
are, I
his
mean,
confidence is
two
high. Yeah.
different. Right, and they
I
are
think
two different kind of forwards, right? I mean, Cristiano
yes,
is proper in the box, but
yes,
Marshall can cut in. You want that
absolutely.
variety as well. So
Yeah,
that's what
and
makes
like
it.
if someone has scored, yeah, if someone has scored the goal like in just before half time, so he has he has that confidence. So
Exactly.
taking him off like at just 55,
Yeah.
60 minutes, so it's like it's pretty detrimental for his confidence, and like uh, it doesn't show any game plan at all. Like you continue with the good players which are performing, and you add. It's okay to rest Cristiano for the starting 55 minutes, and you can bring it him on, because Cavani didn't do that well in that game particularly. He
Right.
was in the
Right.
box,
That's
but
true.
he was not that fox in the box like Cristiano. So and Ronaldo is in form, so okay, you bring him on, it's fine. But Sancho hasn't done anything to justify his coming on. So March he could have kept on. And I don't know, like Donny Van de Beek just plays fringe games, or he just plays for like 45 minutes, and some tragedy happens, and he has to just come off
Exactly.
against
He is
the
the
pitch.
scapegoat in many of the games. That is what I feel. He doesn't get a good run of games, so
Nothing.
very
Ole
I think
doesn't
he should
trust him.
leave
sorry
if
for him.
he doesn't get like
Yeah.
Yeah,
Actually,
I
it
start. He
think
will be
next
should
year,
better for him.
leave for his sake. No, I
Yes,
don't
next
have
year
anything
exactly.
definitely.
against him, but like to see such a guy being wasted on the bench, rather
But
go
you need him
someplace.
more than anything. You need him more than anything. Actually, in a way, you need him more to just to
Yeah.
dictate the games. But Ole is
Right.
Ole.
I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah. See, like that transfer did one like that thing did wonders for that guy who went to
which
West Ham. He
Lingard?
turned his fucking career around,
Lingard.
right? Lingard, yeah.
Yes, absolutely. He actually should have taken a permanent move to West Ham, I feel, because he would have played all.
But he
I mean, he would have started almost all games there, and here he will just be a player to come off the bench. I don't think
yeah,
he's a starting
but
11
it's
player
good
for
for you.
United.
But it is good for you, because like you guys are like, we top teams are in so many competitions, so you need that
Rotation,
squad.
depth,
Yeah,
squad depth.
squad and rotation. But the thing is, you have fantastic. Like I think probably
The
after
lineup
City squad, I don't
squad
even
is
think City
pretty
squad is
good
that
actually.
great. I think it's top 3 squad. Probably I would say
See,
top 2
but
squads because of Ronaldo.
But
Because he's
see,
the X factor.
we already have gone out of one competition, so that has already reduced the games that these French players could have started. So what's the
Yes.
point if you are not even winning games? So at least winning the games in that Carling Cup could have added more games for these players to start. So
Yes.
if you're not even winning games, then what's the point of keeping such players? If you want to compete at all levels, you have to play your best players and win the games to get
So and like,
minutes for the others.
yeah, other thing is like some managers they work out a different system with the French players, and they have
Exactly.
this main system. Like people like Klopp, they just have one system, and they mold all the
Right.
players in his philosophy. But Ole can
Exactly.
do, because I don't know Ole if if at all he has a philosophy. So what he can do is
Absolutely not.
he can use those French player in a systematic way, so that they can give the maximum output in a structured way. So just pass on the lanes or just cross. If Cavani is a fantastic header of the ball, so just put the crosses in the
Right.
box, or like do something like
Exactly.
that. So they can be they just have those the two different playing styles with the main team and the French players. But
Other.
Ole has
Absolutely.
not even his the predetermined system for the playing 11, like the main 11. So like
Exactly. I mean,
Liverpool,
even before the league started, there was some news that he wants to shift to a 4-3-3 flat. Okay, so everyone was excited that there will be two creative midfielders with one holding midfielder. But the season has started like the previous one only with 4-2-3-1. He's very much scared to play without his two holding midfielders. Even though we have taken a really good centre back in Varane, I'm not very much confident with this lineup as such. So 4-3-3 actually will be better with Pogba and Bruno in mid, with Matic as well. Matic can start only one game, so let it be. He can start one Premier League game each weekend.
exactly.
He's really good
Let
in that position.
absolutely let him play
Okay,
just Premier League games, right?
guys,
Let him play just
Right.
Premier
we need to put an end on the United thing, because I know you guys are enjoying it way too much, but there are other things to talk about. Okay, let's not
Oh,
make this
Sure,
a
sure.
United podcast.
Yes, yes.
पहले ही watching नहीं है और United का नाम लेके तो और भी नहीं होगी. So anyway, so Chelsea had a good game with Southampton. 3-1, very good score.
yeah, the
Sabala,
scoreline is flattering
Werner,
actually.
Chilwell scored.
Yeah.
Loftus-Cheek and Azpilicueta with the assists. And
Yes.
Southampton, they did get one penalty from James, but I mean, come on.
What was? Yes.
But
Yeah.
so did you watch the game?
But
Like,
have Chelsea's performances also been really good? I mean, I have heard
No.
they're top of
some
the table,
good points
right?
as well. Yeah.
No.
No, they
We
are
we are
at the
not.
top of the table.
Yeah, but we are not performing to the best of our abilities.
Exactly.
I think until the red card, the game was pretty equal. Not even until the red card. Like yes, still not until the red card, but till the penalty. And Ben Chilwell has given a lollipop, absolute lollipop to the I don't know some. Oh, he has tackled and given a penalty to a graduate from Chelsea's academy, which we sold to. I don't remember his name, but we sold to Southampton this year, and he tackled. I think.
Broja?
No, not the Broja. I think some wingback or something. I don't remember his name
Okay,
right now.
okay.
But yeah. So, but it shows how Chilwell is. Like he was quite rusty because Alonso had played majority of the games from start of the season. So we were
Exactly.
not playing best. We are deeply missing and attacking winger. We are missing Pulisic like anything. Like anything, we are just missing him like anything. We had Kante out with the COVID thing, so we had to. But like the two.
But it's good that you are at least churning out results, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And
We had chances in the second.
And I mean, the last 5 matches have been incredible for Chelsea. I mean, Liverpool, you drew 1-1,
That was a
which
really
is
good
a
game.
good score against Liverpool, not too bad.
Absolutely. With 10 men.
With Aston Villa 3-0 and Tottenham 3-0. Lost against Man City 1-0. That's okay. You have one loss, but like and now Southampton 3-1. So
Yes.
like three
so
wins, one draw with against Liverpool, which is okay, I guess.
Yeah, I think it was a great point, but we could have. I didn't watch the match of City, like against City at the bridge. Like I didn't watch all 90 minutes. I just watched the highlights. But I think we were very poor, and I think like City had like they just overcrowded us and they just suffocated us. I think that's the proper word. They just suffocated us in that game. So I think that I think it was bound to happen, to be honest, because you can't defeat a team 4 times in a row with Pep's ability and his team. So like we had to take that one L somehow, like in the season or at some point we had to take that L. It's pretty like
what I would like to add is, see, Chelsea's draw and loss was against Liverpool and
against top
Manchester
two teams.
City.
Against top two,
And not
against the
to
other top
like
teams.
Absolutely.
beat a dead horse, but
These
that's the
teams,
difference
they
between
have
Chelsea and
played the big
United.
teams as well. Right.
Yes.
Our
These teams,
losses
I mean, Chelsea, Liverpool,
and drop
City, they
points are
have
again.
played the top 6 teams as well, right? In the first 6 or 7 matches.
Chelsea
And
has
we haven't played even one.
yeah, I think Chelsea had like probably one of the toughest fixtures from the start. So we played against Tottenham, against Arsenal. Both were away
Exactly.
matches. Then we played Liverpool away. I think we didn't
Yes.
play United, and we played City at home. So only the top team which we haven't played is United till now.
United.
So the traditional top six we have played. Leicester is doing horrible, so like I just exclude those that team from now. But I think we had all the away fixtures. So I think gaining 1 point at Anfield was a good draw. But I think if we could just get a draw against City, that would have been great. But yeah, so like Saurabh mentioned, we had the wins, but he didn't. What I can say is he didn't consider the Champions League loss. So we actually lost 2 matches in a row. We lost against City, then we had a Champions League match against Juventus in midweek. So we both lost. We lost both the matches by 1-0. So it was very important to pick points against Southampton at home. So I think we're happy with the point, but the performance need to improve. I think with players coming back, we will improve. So yeah, that's all for Chelsea.
Okay.
So can we'll just
take
go
a
through
quick
the
roundup
important
of
matches for last
upcoming
week.
fixtures, like the big ones, and let me check if I've missed any, big games.
I guess
from the
Liverpool versus City was one of the big ones, right? That we can discuss.
Blockbuster game last week.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, we
points to
expect, I mean, end-to-end football from these two
I was
teams.
hoping that it is a draw, and at last it was a draw, because if it wasn't for the draw, Liverpool would have been top of the league with one. They would have been 1 point ahead of us. So I'm glad that even City drew at Anfield,
and this is the kind of match that you like to watch as a football fan. I mean, end-to-end football, both teams are attacking, pressing. You feel so. I mean, envy.
Yeah, it was pretty dynamic. Really, I mean, lots of especially in the second half, a lot of.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah, the second half was as exciting as.
I mean, in the first half, I guess City were very much dominating, but Liverpool came on really good in the second half.
Yeah, the second half was really great. If you guys haven't watched, just do check out the highlights. Highly recommend. A terrific match. You won't regret it. And let's go on to quickly the upcoming fixtures now, because it's time. Okay. So what do we have?
Watford versus Liverpool on October 16. So the week starts with
Liverpool. Yeah,
I think it's an easy win for Liverpool. Like they would generally smack Watford. So I don't think it's a. I think it's a.
3-0, 5-0 affair.
Same. Minimum 2-0.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The next one is Aston Villa Wolves at Villa Park, Birmingham. So I think Aston should have it in the bag, right? I mean,
I'm expecting a draw. I mean, Wolves are playing good, but they don't get the results. So this, I feel it would be a draw, like a 1-1 or 2-2 something.
Yeah, I don't think I'm not even watching highlights of that game, so we can just move on.
Yeah.
Because Wolves did have, like, in the past 5 matches, they did have 3 wins. So okay, but let's just move on from there.
I think it's a big week for Saurabh actually, because his first team is playing against the second team. So what? I don't know if he's going to support
Leicester.
Yes, it's Leicester versus United at power. So yes, Saurabh, what are your views? Because we are eager to hear.
Don't ditch United, huh? Don't ditch United.
No, I'm not ditching United, but I want it to be gentle.
Ole
I want it to be 1-0 affair, so that it's like okay, domestic violence jokes are okay or no? Like
they're
like
fine.
So it's like you're slapping your wife. You don't want to do it too hard. It's a joke, guys. It's a fucking joke. Learn to take a joke. Don't take this out of fucking context.
Okay.
Okay, so I
So
think
what are your
those-
predictions
that
for
covers
this
my
game?
thoughts on it. Yeah,
What are your predictions for this game? Leicester
1-0
United.
United, preferably
Oh,
by.
United is keeping clean sheet. Oh my God.
Not
I mean,
expected.
come on, that's all we wish and hopes, wishes, aspirations, whatever you want to call it.
What if United loses this week? So like you
I
guys
am
will
I
expecting
be
won't
a
be as
1-1
sad
draw,
as
man.
losing from, Everton or,
yeah.
drawing against
It
Everton
should
or
be.
losing
It
to.
should be worse.
It
Should
wouldn't
be
be that
worse.
painful.
I
Okay.
am expecting a 1-1. Going by the past 2 weeks, I am not very much excited for this one. 1-1
I'm
draw
going
for
for-
me.
But Leicester have
Yeah.
been playing pretty bad. Like, I mean,
Yeah, but we
to
play
be
even
honest.
worse against such teams. So I'm not very much expecting.
I'm
I
going
mean,
for 3-1.
dude, they're drawing
Leicester.
against
Leicester.
like Crystal Palace and Burnley. Okay, Crystal Palace does play
Yeah.
good, but
But I think
on
they
their day.
even there. I think even their problem is defense because they are conceding goals left, right, center, and JV Ward is scoring goals like anything. So it's not
Yeah,
about
exactly.
attack. Like he's on a good run for scoring, but they can't just defend for their lives.
Exactly.
I think
It will
Johnny
be a
Evans has
game
not
of
played.
midfield, I feel.
Yeah, I think Johnny Evans hasn't
Sorry?
played this because he was. Is Johnny Evans playing? I don't think he's playing because
I
they
don't
are
think so.
missing
I don't
Johnny
think
Evans.
so.
Yeah, I think they are missing Johnny Evans like anything. His experience, like so. I think if he's back, probably because it's been
I guess Westergaard has moved to Leicester now, right? So Westergaard Soyuncu is the partnership now for Leicester.
probably. Even Westergaard was good last year at Southampton.
Good,
So
yeah.
I'm going for a 3-1 win for Leicester. Yeah, we can move on to the next game.
3-1. Okay, that's
I,
quite a lot.
honestly, I don't want United to like just to have
City.
just to sleep because I want Ole to be in his managerial position till at least till this season.
Oh, so
yeah.
evil.
So that Chelsea can win the league.
No, at least we can compete.
Yeah. Okay. So the next game is Man City Burnley.
Oh, final.
Favorite.
Final.
Yes, final. It's the
Yeah,
every
that would be
year
a final
fixture.
affair.
Every
And
year, that's the same score.
I
And
mean,
however brilliant they are in defense, Burnley they absolutely crash in front of Man City.
Man City car Burnley like anything.
Yes.
Just spank them.
Yes.
4-0. My
Yes,
God. Yeah.
Which one's the
So
next
I think
game?
it's a
Big game.
there's no big game at Saturday at least. I think the rest of the games were Southampton versus Leeds United. That's like I think it would be pretty open game because both teams are playing.
Yeah.
Who are you playing against?
Attack.
Chelsea is playing
Chelsea,
against?
Brentford.
We are
Brentford,
playing
Chelsea,
Brentford.
Brentford.
Brentford are also really good. I mean, you cannot
Yes,
just
man.
yeah,
Absolutely.
think about it.
We have to be
And is
really
it an
cautious.
away game or a home game for Chelsea?
Away
Away
for Chelsea.
Oh, absolutely difficult.
Absolutely
Yeah,
different.
it's an
Because
away
we really
game,
need to.
and
I'm expecting 2-0 for Chelsea.
For
I don't think-
Brentford.
No, they are not
No.
scoring.
Oh.
We are not United.
Okay.
We don't have Ole.
Oh.
So
Ah,
Sunday, I think Sunday we just have 2 games. I don't know how Premier League fixtures are. They are just they are just skewed on Saturday, and at
Sunday,
times we
yeah,
just
yeah,
have one or
So-
2 games, and some game on
Just
Tuesday
for the
night.
money.
Monday.
Just for
Yeah.
the
yeah,
money.
yeah. I mean,
Broadcasting.
but that's how the world runs. And anyway, that brings us to the end of this week. Thank you,
No,
guys.
we just have Newcastle and Tottenham. So Tottenham won last year, and Newcastle. So you guys all like
Yes.
we all heard about it. So they have
So that can be the moment of this week, right? Newcastle's takeover.
absolutely. Yes,
Yeah, I
from
think
Mike
that
Ashley to Saudi.
And if they don't perform, maybe they can go to the Turkish embassy, the Saudi embassy in Turkey. Someone will be taken to that location, and then we know what happens. If you don't know about all that, just Google Jamal Khashoggi, and you should know everything about it. Long live
I think-
MBS, long live Saudi Arabia, and that's it from this week's episode. Do catch us next week, and we will try to be there next week. So adios. Bye bye everyone.
Like, comment, and subscribe to our videos.
Yeah. All that good
We'll
stuff.
be
Yes,
Bye
back.
bye.
do watch our videos.
Yes. Bye, guys.